Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. Matty here from Broxstone, and today we're starting what is going to be the biggest job to date that we've done, and we're going to be documenting it on a weekly basis, showing you what we've done of that week and uploading it at the weekend. That's the plan anyway, so join us for the ride. It's going to be an absolute cracker. It's been on the card for a while, this one, so we're itching to get started. Quite frankly, me and the lads are proper excited for this. So I'm just sitting in the office ready to go to site soon. So I'm just running through what we're doing, and I'll show you that now on paper, and then when we get to site, we'll have a little look around as well. Right, this is the design. It's by a guy called Rob Hughes, who we do a bit of work for. He's absolutely brilliant at what he does, so it's a privilege to build his designs. What we've got here then is the house is down this end. This is the house here. Access through this gate, which is quite wide, so we can get a dumper through there, which is really handy. These are two existing patios, so they're going to be replaced with porcelain paving, which is going to run right through the whole project. So they're there. They've got two steps coming down, and they're going to be with bespoke paving, which has already been created and manufactured with a 40mm down stand. So that's running right round both of those. This path here is going to be in a different material, probably a clay block. This is a boundary wall here. It's got a water feature there at the moment, but it's just a circulating one, nothing too fancy. We're going to be putting a water blade in there, and there's going to be cedar screening on the majority of this wall because it's being painted. Some of it's existing brick, which will stay, but we're putting the cladding to hide the paint. Patio here, this is a coach house which is existing to the property, but it's been renovated, and there's an extension on the back there, like a huge orangery is the best way to describe it. And then coming around this way, they've got the path coming down to this main area where I'd say all the majority of the detail is in this location here. So you come down steps, it's about 900 difference from there to there. So we've got steps coming down, hot tub there with decking around it, another wall here. This is a retaining wall right the way round. This is an oak pavilion with a rubber roof. It's really chunky posts. It's going to look great, and we've got services going in for a mains fed gas fire. There's going to be telly on the wall, and there's like screening on the side of the pergola as well on that part. This is an existing play area, so we're going to be doing artificial grass underneath that with a shock pad on that existing shed, and then these are real lawns here. And I think as well we're going to be doing the planting for this as well. Oh, it's going to be a belter. Morning. Right, we're here, ready to start. I've gone through it on the drawing, so I'll just walk you around the site and what we're doing. So these are the two areas which we talked about before, which are basically staying as they are. This patio and that patio over there. We're taking the flags up, check the base, and then we'll be relaying those areas. New steps coming down as they are now, basically. And then on this area, still got grass again. We've got like a seating area in porcelain in front of the building there, and then a pathway which is going to be linking the two, and then we'll go round to the back. Nearly forgot. On this bit, on the wall there, we're going to be, where it's painted, we're going to be putting cedar cladding on that, and then there's going to be a water feature here, like a water blade dropping down there, and then round here. We're going to have a step up on this bit, little wall, steps up, pathway down here, planting either side. And then this is the main bit, where most of the detail of the project's going to be. So I'll just talk you through it briefly. We're going to have steps coming down on this point here. So you walk down this way. Down here. Porcelain patio, level threshold with the inside. And then over in that corner there, it's going to be an oak pergola, and a telly at the back on the back screen, hot tub area here, and then there's going to be steps running round all the way here, and then there's going to be another set of steps up to the back, and then the play area is going to stay. We're going to put artificial grass down underneath that. There's going to be some screening there as well on that, and then all the walls that we build, they're going to be cladded with the same porcelain, so we've had those cut down into 150 strips, so they're going to be cladded onto the wall. That's it, we'll get started. You set my soul on fire. So we're clearing the decks a little bit. We made the ramp down there for access in and out, and we're just doing the same on this bit, and then we're going to get this area all graded out, and then we'll work our way out and excavate the ramp. End of day one there, and it went pretty much how I thought it would be, to be honest. It doesn't look like we did a great deal, but everything that we have done needed to be done, if you know what I mean. So we took all the tools out, got them set out, got familiar with the site, going through the plans, measuring, marking, clearing. There's builders who've been there for like about 18 months, so there was a lot of their stuff in the way which we've moved, but it needs moving again nearly, so they're getting a skip, and that's going to be moved in the next few days, so it'll be looking better then. And then I think by the end of the week we will have been there for a bit, so it's going to be looking a lot different. With these big jobs, it does take a bit of time to like get into a rhythm, find your feet, but just got to stay positive and keep grafting, and we'll turn it around soon. We're in our little mess room.
What are we eating?
Jockey's whips, lad. Got the microwave there. All the mod cons. Central heating.
Central heating. Did you hear that?
What?
It's a woodpecker.
Was it?
Yeah, woodpecker. That's what we're looking for, aren't we? A woodpecker. Looks for the gap there, looking for the woodpecker.
I couldn't say. That's just
Took me a few seconds.
So we've sorted all the levels out in this area now, and we're just taking the footings out for the retaining wall, which is going to be going round and down there. So we're just getting this out now while we can and while we've got access, and then before we get rid of that ramp, we're going to bring all the stone in and bring the stone and just tip it in a big pile here, and then at least it's down here then, and then we'll dig that last bit out at the end. So a lot of this is rubbish from the builders, but also there's a lot of furniture and pots and stuff, so the idea is clearing the space here, and then all this stuff is going to go on there. We're going to leave that there, and then we're going to take this bit out, and once that's flagged later on, all that can be then moved there, so we're not moving it more than we have to. That's the plan. So we're just going to clear this now, start to look a bit better around here. Then the lads are in the back digging out still, digging the footings out. Got an absolute mud bath here, but we're still smiling, aren't we? So all the back areas excavated in the sunken part, and now we're starting on this. So this has been paved before, so there is a stone underneath there, so we're just taking the flags and the bed off and getting rid of that. So we've got that here to do and over there too, and as you can see it's looking a lot clearer now. We've had a bit of time to sort it out, still a bit more to go, but looking better already.
I'm still
Another load going. Made up to see this one gone. That was some wet, horrible, sloppy stuff, that. Guess the tune. Guess the tune in the comments. Before he faints. Friday morning, fourth grab going. Stone coming soon, big push today. Yes, the boys in this area out hoping to find stone underneath, but as we've dug down here, you can see there's probably about 50 mil of stone, and then if you look here, there's clay and all kinds underneath, so all this area now is going to be dug out and stoned up again.
I've got to try and fold this one big straight line and just drag it down the middle back. We've got the pins in, haven't we?
Oh, this is a cut end here. That's a cut end there.
They're 4 meters wide.
Wasting money on cures. Forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free. Then why is it so precious? Oh, I'll save memories in my head, like Polaroids on walls. They remind you to look ahead. Time is running out. Time is running out. Lately I've lost my track. I've sailed the deeper seas.
Little brekkie for the boys. There's our Ben, that's my eldest son. Working in the same road. Plumber, aren't you, Ben?
Yeah.
Correct. There's Griff. Kev. Is that nice, lads?
Shitting asshole
We had this stone booked for the morning, so I was expecting it. Usually comes pretty early when you get a direct load, but it hasn't turned up till 1:30. Promised the lads a brekkie this morning, so we've just been there. We've had that. It's about 2 o'clock now, 2:15, so we've got to get this stone in, and then we're going to the pub as well because it's Friday.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go on. Yeah, whoa, back a bit. Yeah. Red tip that now, look. Little bit of throttle. Hit me. Then we'll have another one.
Wasting money on cures. Forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free. Then why is it so precious? Oh, I'll say memories in my head that Polaroids on walls. They remind you that time is running out. Time is running out. Lately I've lost my track. I've sailed the deepest seas, hoping to find something to bring back better times. Oh, I'll say memories in my head.
Typical 4:10 on a Friday and the dumper decides to pack in. Not sure what's up with it, so there's about 3 or 4 more ton out there, so we're gonna have to get on the barrows and run them in now. That's it, all in. Last 3 or 4 ton in what, 15 minutes on the barrows. Yes, the boys. Here we are in our local, few beers. Go on, lad. Yes, lads.
Yes, lad.
Yes, good week. Cheers.
Cheers, Matthew.
Didn't know where to laugh. Right, end of week 1, and it's gone well. Really happy with what we've got done, despite some rather testing conditions underfoot. You saw how wet it was, so wet, because of all the building work that's been going on. There's a hell of a lot of material being moved in and out the site, and the soil structure's just being absolutely destroyed. So it was nice to get that clean. And more work, you know, easier to work in. So that was a bonus getting that done. been awful, the weather, like really cold, so it didn't really affect us, but because we were just digging out. But yeah, it was just made things a little bit more messy when the snow was thawing out and things like that, the sleet. But we got through it and happy with it and looking forward to next week. We've got concrete coming on Monday for the footings at the back. We've got block coming as well. So we're going to be concentrating on that back area starting next week. And once the concrete's in, there's a few services to go in, and then we're going to start building up the walls on that sunken area and forming the steps. So make sure you tune in next week. There's going to be a lot more coming, so loads to look forward to on this. Have a great weekend and week, and I'll catch you then.
You set my soul on fire.